Josh and Caleb.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Josh here, and today's something interesting. We are going to take a look at my entire Scream Factory collection. This is one I've been wanting to do for a while, wearing my spooky vampire shirt. But you know, figured, hey, why not do it now? Because it's been on the list a little while now. I will mention this includes the IFC midnight releases as well, which I've quite a stack of. We're going to take a look at the IFC stuff first, then DVDs, Blu-rays, then we'll end with the box sets, because those are pretty epic. We're starting off with the Autopsy of Jane Doe. If you have not seen this movie, definitely go check it out. It is great. Suspenseful, it's got some jump scares in there. Eventually it goes the way you're thinking it's going to go, but in a few different paths. It's hard to explain it without giving away the ending, but you guys can probably figure it out. But it's a great film. I got it as a blind buy and was totally blown away by it. Stephen King said, see it, but not alone. Well, Stephen, I did see it alone, and it was terrifying. Then the Cabin Fever remake, which actually, this is going to sound crazy. I actually think I enjoy this a little more than the original. I know. Gonna get some flack for that, but I really do. Now, in fairness, I've seen this one more recently than the original, so that I need to watch them back to back and see. But I do remember really enjoying this remake. Stung, great movie for practical effects. These two are great in it. Just not many movies made today with practical effects. And I love that cover. What's on the front? Oh, it's just some generic thing. Like a bee attacking a bus. Nah, I like this much better. Great film, go check it out. The Babadook, great film. Probably one of the best in the 2010s. So good. And the artwork is great. It's all reversible. I won't show everyone. But this one's better than that. Really love the Babadook. One of the best as far as recent horror. Then the Pack. This one I don't remember a whole lot. It's about wolves, right? I believe so. Yeah. Yeah. Canines, yeah. So it's about wolves. The Funhouse Massacre. This is a good one, unless you are afraid of clowns. Then it might be a tough watch for you. Robert Englund is in this. Really good. I can't give a synopsis of every film. Submerged, I remember enjoying that one. I'll try and show the back. The Hollow, about God facing supernatural stuff, I believe. Hellions, don't remember much about that. Hashtag horror, I do remember. It's about these girls stuck in this house. Uh, Wormwood, Road of the Dead, a zombie movie. The Midnight Man, which also has Robert Englund, and basically he's a creature who I forget exactly. So he goes in your sleep, kind of like uh Freddy Krueger. I think it's pretty similar to that. Beyond the Gates, interesting one. Barbara Crampton, right? Yeah. Okay, now we get to the Scream Factory DVDs. The first one is The Fog. I need this on Blu-ray. Of course, this DVD is pretty much the same. But I like to have my John Carpenter in on Blu-ray, especially this one. I can't imagine how good the ghosts look on Blu-ray. Then Deadly Blessing. This one I'll probably be okay with DVD. One of Wes's unknown gems here. Not a lot of people know about it. I think they're Amish, right? Something like that. But the snake and in the bathtub, very similar vibes to the Freddy Krueger hand popping up. Maybe, was this before or after? Maybe you got the idea there. But yeah, Deadly Blessing. Definitely go check that out. Go grab it. Then the Toolbox Murders 2, not the two, just Toolbox Murders. Picking up right after the events of Hooper's shocking film. So right up after the first one. I need to marathon both of these. I can't remember which one I like more. But yeah, great sequel. Then Camp Coldbrook. Great film. I bought it blind because Joe Dante produced it. I'm like, oh, Chad Michael Murray, Danielle Harris, sign me up. It was like, I don't know, $8 at Walmart. Then I watched it, put something up on Instagram, and the director, Andy Palmer, we had a little chat for a little while, comment back and forth. It was awesome. He was telling me how he got it and stuff like that. So, pretty cool. Andy, if you're watching, thanks for that. Anybody who gets to work with Danielle Harris and Joe Dante and Chad Michael Murray on the same movie is a legend. And the movie turned out really good. So, good job, Andy. If you see something that you think might be good, at least for you, not the overall consensus, definitely pick it up. You never know, it might become one of your favorite films. Then Motel Hell, really enjoy this one. This was at Walmart, I believe, in the $5 bin. I think that's where I got it. I have a video of it up. But yeah, Scream Factory logo. Pretty cool. Then Day of the Dead. Not my favorite Dead as far as the Dead trilogy. Mine would be Dawn of the Dead. But a great sequel nonetheless. Love the original first three. After that, kind of hit or miss. But George was doing them up right till the end. Land is pretty decent from what I remember, and most of the remakes are pretty good. But yeah, Day of the Dead, very good film. Then a couple shows, first being Hemlock Grove, which Eli Roth created and I believe directed a bunch of the episodes. I don't know how many. But it's basically about werewolves and there's all kind of monsters. I'm trying to think. Is there I don't remember. It's mainly about werewolves though. As you can see there. Uh serial killer werewolf on the loose. And that's basically, the people trying to figure it out. And all these red herrings. Oh, it's this guy. No, it's this girl. No, it's this guy for sure. Oh, it's the old woman. No. But yeah, great show. If you haven't seen Hemlock Grove, go check it out. There are multiple seasons, although I don't think those have been released, at least not here in the States. And I wasn't a fan of those. They kind of lose the momentum of the first one. But yeah, Hemlock Grove, great show. Same with Slasher, pretty good show. Blind Buy at Walmart. Figured, hey, a whole show for like $8-10. I'll take that. And it actually turned out pretty good. Katie McGrath from Jurassic World is in it. So yeah, that's a good show. Go check that out. Let's Scare Julie. Was this one that they had to change the name of? I forget. Let's Scare Julie to Death? Was that what it was originally called? I don't know. I thought I remember something about that. But pretty decent. They try and prank her and then other stuff starts happening. But pretty decent cast. Some girls you might recognize from other stuff. So that's a pretty decent one. Then Fender Bender, throwback 80s movie right here. Not made in the 80s, but done in that sort of style. And the artwork is so good, man. Basically a guy going around causing wrecks and then getting their address and coming back later. When they swap insurance because of the wreck. So yeah, Fender Bender, great. Highly recommend that one. Then now we get to the Blu-rays. Quite a nice little stack, and it's growing by the day. Whenever I can find some for less than $30. I don't like paying $30 for movies I have that I just want to upgrade. So when I can find a deal, They Live, one of John Carpenter's best films. I absolutely love this movie. Roddy Piper, yeah, he is great. I'm all out of bubblegum. Then Silver Bullet, another great practical effects film. I might have to do an updated practical effects video. You guys seem to like that last one, so maybe I'll do that. I don't remember. Maybe this one made the cut. I forget. That's been so long ago. But one of the better Stephen King adaptations. Then Someone's Watching Me, which was a Warner Brothers disc rock casualty, and you guys helped me out by saying this was available. Still have the insert from the old DVD. But a great thriller. Uh, Definitely check that out. I would highly recommend that. Then The Thing, one of the best practical effects movies, maybe my favorite. If I had to say a favorite, this would probably be it. And just packed. This is all special features right here. 2 disc. Wow. The making. Uh, there's a TV version. Wow, I gotta see that. Behind the scenes, 3 featurettes, production art, Terror takes a shape. So yeah, a lot of cool stuff packed on that Blu-ray. Then 13 Ghosts, signed by Shannon Elizabeth. Great meeting her at Fanboy, yeah, Fanboy. Really love this movie. It holds up. I watched it for Halloween along with House of Wax. This was the horror when Robert Zemeckis did horror with Joel Silver and Gilbert Adler. They made their own company called Dark Castle, and they did like maybe 5 or 6. I forget. House of Wax, 13 Ghost, uh, Ghost Ship, House on Haunted Hill, that Halle Berry movie, Gothica. Was that it? Was it only 5? Comment down below. I think there's one more. But yeah, I enjoyed most of those, except Gothica. Wasn't a big fan of that one, because it's not really horror, you know. Uh, they mainly did remakes of William Castle movies. So Dark Castle. uh, they did a couple anyway. House of Wax is great. Paris Hilton is great in this movie. I don't care what anybody says. I want that poster just of her, you know, this. Ah, that would be cool to get her to sign this. Actually, I've seen her house. It's on the uh, Star Tour. I think that's what they called celebrity tour, where you go around seeing celebrities' houses. I couldn't tell you where it is now, but then Valentine, one of my favorite holiday films. And of course, Jamie Blanks, who also directed Urban Legends. Whatever happened to that guy? He did 2 phenomenal horror films in the 2000s, then was like, okay, that's it. But Valentine, great movie. I love it so much. Katherine Heigl, Denise Richards, Marley Shelton. I forget the other girl's name. They don't list it here. Uh, love that movie. Then Hell Night, Blind by, from FYE. I love that artwork though. Man, Scream Factory is great. That artwork. This is the original, but I like this one a little more. Or this one's a new artwork, and this is the vintage. Love this one. A good haunted house movie. Linda Blair is great in this, though. Go check this out. Night the Comet, a great sci-fi film. Had that on VHS for the longest time. I think I got this the same time I got Hell Night. I had some extra cash, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to splurge on some Scream Factory. And this was one of the upgrades I got. So another comment, great sci-fi film. The Blob, another great practical effects film. I know this one made the cut. Directed by Chuck Russell. There's the back. Great artwork. Once again, the original is just that, which is also really cool. I'm gonna reverse it every now and again. But yeah, like both covers. Then Crawl Space, a movie I had seen many, many years ago. And I think I got this at Goodwill or something. I didn't pay a whole lot of money for it. I remember that. Or did I get on eBay? I forget. I had seen it years ago and it was on my wish list, and somehow I got the Blu ray. I think because it's hard to get on DVD. Anyway, probably a mail pickup many years ago. Then Pumpkinhead 2, one of my favorite upgrades that I've done. Just because I love the sequel so much. First one, more of a slow burn. This one just goes right for the action, and I love it. And Linnea Quigley is in this one, which I didn't know who she was when I first saw uh, Pumpkinhead 2, but I absolutely love it. Then, possibly my favorite holiday horror, April Fool's Day. Done so well, great practical effects. I don't know what this artwork though. What is this? It's like dolls? I don't know. I don't get that one. I'm maybe it kind of makes sense. I don't know. I prefer the original for this cover. But April Fool's Day, a great slasher if you have not seen it. Go check it out. Then I think this is the most recent Scream Factory edition. The Strangers, the original The Strangers. I have seen the remake since I got this. I enjoyed it. Not as classic as this one, obviously, but still had fun with it. And I also enjoyed Strangers too. Pray at Night, I believe is what it's called. So yeah, pretty cool find at Walmart. Then Candyman, Farewell to the Flesh, along with Pumpkinhead 2, one of my favorite sequels of all time. It's just so well done. Bill Condon directed. Yeah, it's not much I can say about it. It's so well done. Absolutely love it. And the original Candyman, of course. R.I.P. Tony Todd. Uh, One of my favorite horror films of all time, hands down. I can't believe he had those bees in his mouth and they were flying around. I think he got money for like $1,000 every time he got stung on top of what he was getting paid. So he ended up getting like 28, 20, 30,000 dollars, I think. He got stung quite a bit. But yeah, classic horror. This has both versions, which I really enjoy. The theatrical and the unrated, which if you have not seen the unrated, I thought about doing a video about that, but I'll just say it right here. The woman, uh, actually, the people from the community come to her funeral and throw the hook into the hole with her coffin, and she becomes Candyman in the unrated version. So you have to have this Blu-ray to have the unrated version. But I'd never seen that version, and I actually enjoyed it. I don't think it's better than the original, obviously, uh, because Tony Todd continued to do sequels. But it's a cool what if. Like, what if Jamie Danielle Harris picked up Michael Myers' mantle and became the killer? Or Corey Feldman, Friday the 13th? There's so many scenarios of that. But this scenario they actually filmed, and it is on the unrated cut. So if you want to see a different version, check out the unrated cut. It it was pretty cool to watch. We won't talk about Halloween uh, ending. I don't even remember what it's called. I've not seen that one. Oh, what? Halloween ends, yeah. We won't talk about that character who took up the mantle. A lot of my friends actually really enjoy that movie. I've watched it multiple times to try and understand. Just growing up with the original Halloween, it's such a disservice to his character, in my opinion. You guys might have a different opinion, but I don't hate the film anymore. So we have that going for us. But Candyman, watch the unrated version. Okay, now we are going to get to some box sets. Have 4, 6, 8 here. This one probably you might not consider a box set, even though it is a miniature box. But Elvira's Haunted Hills, good sequel, really has nothing to do with the first one because it's a whole different era in time. But they wanted to go back to the classic Vincent Price, Edgar Allan Poe, Roger Corman style of film. And I think it works. I enjoy it. I like it just as good as the first one. That's just me though. Then Critters. I think I got this at Walmart. These box sets are pretty expensive, so had to get. Hot take, I think I actually prefer number 4, the one with Leo. And the newest one is pretty good as well. So that's good. Then the REC collection, which I enjoy all these films. Apocalypse, I don't watch as much. I don't, it's on a boat. That one I don't recall much of anything. The first 3 I've seen a lot. That's because I had those on DVD before. But yeah, first 2 great back-to-back sequels. The first one happens, and then part 2 takes place right after part 1. Great. I love when sequels do that. 3 has nothing to do with those, but I actually really love it. It's about a wedding. But yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and show 1 and 2. Love the REC collection. Even enjoy the remake and sequel, Quarantine. I doubt those ever get a box set, but it would be cool. Then It's Alive trilogy. Don't watch these a whole lot. I probably should watch it a lot more. Larry Cohen's trilogy. We'll just show all the artwork. But yeah, enjoy that one. But need to watch those more. Next up, the Fly Collection. I love all the artwork on the box. So good. And I love that it comes with all of them. The Fly Return of the Fly. I like the artwork. The Curse of the Fly. Then David Cronenberg's masterpiece, The Fly. Great remake. One of my favorite remakes. And The Fly 2, pretty good sequel. I enjoyed that one. It's directed by the guy who did the special effects in the first one, I believe. There's a bunch of behind the scenes on these. Then we end with the two best releases, in my opinion. First one being Halloween, the complete collection, which I still stand by that because we don't count the new trilogy. I don't know. It might grow on me at some point, but I don't know. Not a big fan of the newer ones. First one I enjoy, and the second one has some cool kills, but yeah, I still have them. 5 is signed by Danielle Harris. Maybe I'll meet her again. If I do, I'm going to have her sign See No Evil too. That is a great film. And possibly Camp Coldbrook. Curse. H2O. One of my favorite sequels. Resurrection. Near the bottom with Halloween Ends. I don't hate the Rob Zombie ones. Like a lot of people. I mean, they're not near the top either, but if I had to pick those or the last two Halloween in the new franchise, I would probably pick the Rob Zombie ones, if I'm being honest. But yeah, good box set. I wish Scream Factory would do one for Nightmare on Elm Street. Man, do we need that. You don't have to include the remake unless you really want to. I'm someone who enjoys the remake, so I think it would be cool. I mean, you have Rob Zombie's movies. But yeah, Halloween collection. Then we end, of course, with Friday the 13th, the collection deluxe edition. I believe the last box set that they have done. Am I correct in that, or has there been another one? The biggest box, I should say. I guess I'll show all the artworks here. The original, part 2, part 3D, 4, the final chapter. I like how it was called the final chapter. 5, A New Beginning. 6, I like that artwork. That's cool. One of my favorite artworks. 7, The New Blood. 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. Or Jason Takes Manhattan for 8 minutes of screen time. Jason Goes to Hell. One of the more interesting horror films. I gotta rewatch all these. It's been too long, probably. Jason X, I actually really love Jason X. It's different. You know, you have the two cliches, right? Hell and space, which a lot of horror franchise eventually get to. Then Freddy vs. Jason, the remake, which I think is pretty decent, and the bonus material. So there we go. That is it for. One second, putting these away. That will do it for our Scream Factory collection. Really cool, but something I've been wanting to do for a while, and we have checked that off the list. I believe next week we are doing Criterion, so that'll be an interesting one. So stay tuned for that. But as far as this video, that's it. So I'm Josh. More videos coming as always. Until then, if I don't see you out thrifting, I'll see you at the movies. Bye.